You amateur. I've got a Pokemon battle to win. Oh. How's it going, my true people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back for week 4, I think, of Egg. As this week, your Cotswold Whimsicots go up against T-Row Price and his Columbus Cabalions. And I'm a little bit rushed because he's ready. We're here. We're in the game. Oh, I need to close Discord because last week all you could hear was Discord notifications in the background. But I fixed the lag on the game audio, so you know, you win some, you lose some. That's just how it goes. We have an excellent team here that I built all alone with no help, no consultancy. It's very powerful. And yeah, T-Row is a pretty good player, I think, so it's going to be tough. The matchup was pretty tough, but I got creative. I'm like that. I'm a good builder. And we should be able to play our result. Oh, I need to change the mons on layout. Do I? Clef key over Muck. Okay, that makes sense because that also checks Super. So that makes sense. Otherwise, it's pretty much the team I was expecting. Klefki is actually pretty nice because we have an URSALUNA set designed to take advantage of Klefki potentially. Oh, that's the wrong one.
It's actually complicated.
Sweet. Is it lagging? I look kind of laggy. Let's see. So we got Sash Lead Arcanine. The idea is just to get up some hazards and maybe damage something. If we can bait in the... that's not going to work because he's going to U-turn into the... Well, he could Fist Scarf. He probably won't Fist Scarf. I wish I was Flame Charge right now. That would have been cool. Never mind. How much do I want to prioritize? Rocks looking at his team. Yeah, I like rocks. Alright. The idea is we get rocks up early. Chip things down. He does hard switch, so he does fear the Scarf, which I was kind of hoping because now we can outrage the Garchomp. Very happy with this because obviously we're living our Sash, and if he goes for like Stealth Rocks or Spikes, trying to get Hazard up, predicting my switch, then we get 2 outrages off because of our Sash. What is this music? I apologize for the background music I've picked. I don't know what that tambourine sound is, but I don't like it. Anyway, ignore the Garchomp and ignore the battle, because I've got a story to tell you, and I know that's why you're here. So this week, oh, that breaks my Sash though. That's sad.
Who came up with this moveset?
This is stupid. Why would you run Sash if you're just going to break your Sash to rescue? Anyway, this week I went to London, and I don't like London. London scares and confuses me. There's lots of people. There's lots of things happening. Best way to get a KO versus his team. I think this looks good. Yeah, so I went to London. Lots of things happening, lots of people. I'm not really comfortable in London. It's not my environment. I'm a country bumpkin, in case you couldn't tell. And I feel more comfortable kind of in the countryside just being a bumpkin. So, do I go for knockoff or... yeah, because we can get rid of whatever Keys has. Yeah, let's go Terradark knockoff. So, I'm in London, and I'm very ill at this point. I'm doing a little bit better now than I was when you saw me last week. But I'm very ill, I'm a little bit out of it, and I've just been having a tattoo. So, like, I've been in a lot of pain, and I kind of try to go to sleep when I have a tattoo. So, I've been kind of like half asleep, ill, in pain. There's a lot going on with me. Been walking down by a canal. That was lovely. And then next thing I know, I'm walking down the street, and this car like pulls over beside me, and the guy like puts his window down and goes, "Oh, excuse me, mate, excuse me." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm walking with my phone out. Like, I bought a new iPhone, the first new phone I've had since I was 21 years old, which is nearly 8 years ago because I'm old. I've been having my brothers hand me downs. But anyway, I bought a new iPhone for the first time in 8 years, so I was like, "Am I gonna get my phone snatched?" But this guy like pulled over with his passenger side window next to me, because he like pulled over to like the right side of the road? Yeah, the right side of the road. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, he's light clay, so he screens on this. That's interesting. Definitely think that's something we can take advantage of with this. So this guy pulls over and I'm going to get my phone snatched, but then he's sat on the driver's side, I'm on the passenger side. I'm like, how's he going to get my phone, right? He's not that tall, his arms aren't that long, I'm not that stupid. I'm not going to stick my head in his window with my phone, but I'm thinking maybe it's like a distraction, someone's going to run out and grab my phone. I'm not really sure what's going on. But anyway, he's like, excuse me, mate. So I go over, I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, can you give me directions? And I'm like, okay, but I'm not from London, so I don't really know the area. And he's like, no, it's cool. My phone's died. And obviously I've got my phone in my hand with a map on it at that point. So he's like, so can you just give me directions with your phone? And I'm like, okay, but I'm kind of thinking like, how far does this guy want to go, right? Because how many directions can I give him? I can tell him like go left at the end of the street and then take the second right, but there's only so much you can give in that situation. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, where are you trying to get to? Some of you will understand this, some of you won't. We're in London, north of central London. We're in London. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'm trying to get to Greater London. Now, for those of you that know, Greater London is essentially just the outskirts of the whole of London. That's an entire belt that runs the whole way around the biggest city in the UK. So I'm like, okay, that's very non-specific, not helpful at all. So I'm like, okay, but like, where in Greater London? And the guy's like, oh, yeah. To a hen do. And I'm like, okay, but where is the hen do? And he like proper like sighs, like rolls his eyes at me, and he's like, oh, H-E-N space D-O. Hen do. And at this point, I'm like, is this man drunk? Like, what is happening? And he's like blinking quite slowly. He's talking quite slowly. I'm like, maybe he is drunk or high or something. But also, like, why does he want to go to this hen do? Like, generally speaking, men aren't invited on hen do's, right? Men are invited on stag do's. So, bit of a weird situation here. Bit confused. And why does he think that I would know where the fuck this one hen do is in Greater London? And I should point out, this was at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. Who's having a hen do at this time? Anyway, so I'm like super confused at this point. And I'm just like, alright, let's roll with it, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have booked up here. I'm not really paying attention. The story takes priority. So I'm like, alright, okay, whatever. So where's this hen do? Where is the hen do, mate? And he takes ages, and he looks really pissed off that I've asked him where the hen do is. And he's like, oh. And he's like, Barnet. And I'm like, okay, Barnet is an actual place. Like, it's a big place, so if it's at one specific bar in Barnet, I'm not going to get you there, but at least I can put Barnet into Google Maps. So I put Barnet into Google Maps. Turns out Barnet is an hour north of where we are. An hour's drive north of where we are. And I'm like, I can't direct this man for an hour. Like, how... What am I going to say to him? So take the second left, the third right, go straight on for 6 miles, then turn right, then wait at the traffic lights, third exit on the roundabout. How can I direct him? So I'm like saying to him, I'm like, mate, I can't... And I'm literally looking around like, who's going to rob me? Like, this is the worst distraction tactic I have ever heard. Like, someone is surely going to rob me at some point. And I'm like, how am I supposed to direct you to Barnet from here? And he's like, well, like, oh, mate, just as the crow flies, where is it? So I'm like... Okay, this guy's fucking cracked. I don't know what's going on. So I literally just point the street they're on. I'm like, go like this way, but then like left a bit. You know, maybe take a left turn, then a right turn somewhere, and eventually you'll hit Barnet, I guess. And he's like, oh, sound. Yeah, that's chill, mate. Thanks. And just fucking drives off to go to Barnet with that as his directions. Weirdest experience of my life. But what I really want to know is, like, I wish I'd had the courage to get in the car with him and just be like, fuck it, we're going to Barnet. Because I want to know, was he going to, like, someone else is getting married, right? Some other girl that he's loved for 20 years is getting married, and he's going to confess his love to her at a hen do and stop the marriage? Or is his fiance having a wild hen do in Barnet on Tuesday at 1 p.m. and he's going to, like, beat up the stripper or something? Like, I want to know why he was so desperate to get to Barnet in the first place at Tuesday afternoon, 1 o'clock, and why he was drunk or high at that time, and why he was driving. And I probably should have called the police, but I would rather have got in the car because I'll never know what the fuck was going on with that man. But that's my story for this week. That's what happened in my life, and it was excellent. It was really fun, and I managed to stay really focused on that story while URSALUNA put in the finest of work here in the background. So good job, URSALUNA. Let's take Cliffy off the layout.
I like what Katie said about, like...
I'm ignoring you.
I know you are, but
you're not here.
I'm still gonna say
No,
it.
you can't contribute to this video.
No,
I'm ignoring you.
Wait.
No!
No, because Katie said you were gonna get robbed, but then the guy like felt bad for you. That was the theory.
Well, she thought he was scared of me because I'm incredibly intimidating. Because as you know, I'm huge, despite what the rumors say. I am massive and intimidating and menacing. So, yeah, she thinks that he just lost his bottle. Okay, so the Chilambe... Yes! I'm so skilled! This is why I run body slam.
Would Bulletproof have stopped Energy Ball?
I don't think so. But can I point out how skillful I am? Did you
so
see that
skillful.
paralysis? Like, this is why I run body slam.
You're just gonna go.
Oh yeah! Of course I am. I'm gonna stall out the reflect. Did you see how much damage I did?
Oh, it was reflected. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
T-Row, if you're watching, I'm really sorry. I'm genuinely really sorry. I don't know you well enough to be scummy about this, so I'm really sorry. But also, I'm going to be scummy in the way I play, because, yeah, that's the correct thing to do. But that's pretty funny. This is why we run body slam, just to be dirty, basically. I love it. Fire spread. I feel a bit bad. I wish this was
You
like
almost traded
duel or
this away.
someone.
You almost said I don't want this.
No, I remember. I had this on the build before. Well, no one helped me with this build.
You
Let's
almost
point
gave this
that
to
out.
Jack.
But this was the URSALUNA. Yeah, the URSALUNA. Oh yeah, I made trades. That's why there's a fucking flamingo above my head in a Gardevoir. Sorry, I should explain that. So my whole philosophy going into this draft, as you guys are probably aware from the draft analysis, if you watched. Oh shit, the bed. What's that thing want to do? Oh no. Was it on an air balloon? Fuck, body slam. Oh, I didn't pay attention. It's a bird, so I probably can't earthquake it anyway. Yeah, so my whole philosophy coming into this season was like, let's just use as many mons as we possibly can, right? Let's not worry about viability or whatever. Like, let's just try out as many mons as we can, experience the gen, and then maybe like the next league I'm in, I'll take it a little bit seriously. So with that in mind, I just made a shitload of trades. I've traded like half the team, and then we've got Hatterene for this week. But then next week we have Wigglytuff because I immediately traded Hatterene for Wigglytuff. I'm what's called an idiot, but it's funny. So
Here's the thing you were terrified of.
yeah, that's good. Oh, I need to take things off the layout again. Anyway, I'm ignoring you. You're not here. Stop ghosting me, God. You're gonna get me kicked from the league.
Does this count?
All right. Whew. Go on, Kuma. Look at it. It turns out Ursaring's fucking no. URSALUNA's really good. I thought this one was bad.
Well,
I was
just guts is bad.
Yeah, I guess it's bad. Flower Trick crits and KOs me, right? If he knocks off, I don't really want to lose my Scarf on Flamigo, but I can at this point. I'm in a good enough position. Yeah, I have enough of the checks, it's fine. Okay. Right, so he's got Garchomp at like, what, 30-40% after rocks plus the outrage damage. He's got Quaquaval and Chipped, and he's got this with a little bit of Chip even. We should. Oh my god, that's choice band. Oh, it's a crit. Okay. Oh no, it's always a crit. That's choice band, right? That's gotta be choice band. That's so much. I don't know how much HP Flamingo has. I don't know. I'm confused now. Do I just Brave Bird? I think I just Brave Bird. Yeah. I don't want to take all the rough skin, but like, I'm just gonna Brave Bird. Can I lose to Scarf and Meowscarada in the end game? Probably not. The cat's still at full HP. Oh yeah, this thing's dead. Goodbye. Do I just Brave Bird and win from here? Maybe Sucker Punch. You're not allowed to answer. That's ghosting.
I just said maybe.
Yeah, that's ghosting. I've been kicked now. You've got me kicked. How dare you? Okay, come on, Flamingo. Come on, I believe in you, Flamingo. Okay, this thing came back out. It's a Scarf. Anyway, wait to find out. I don't think I have a better option here. Trick Room, Dazzling Gleam, Hatterene looks sensational right now. Do we live this? I did think this was an option, but no, we don't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, running off the basis that I suspect he's choice banded, I'm going to go into this and click the... Good job, Flamingo. You are powerful and weird. I like you. You know, you're a good dog. Pretty sure he's banded, so Yeah. So if we Trick Room here, between this and Slowking, oh, the eject button. I think it should be fine. I think this will just Oko his last 2 mons anyway with Dazzling Gleam, or at least with 2 KO. So I think this is GG, I think. Good work, URSALUNA. We got through the story as well. When do I ever finish a story in one of these videos? Never. That was my time at London. I also, that same day, I got to ride first class on a train free of charge, because when I got on my train to London, the little light above the seat that I had reserved in normal, like, poor people seating, right? That one said that it was available, and so there was a man sat in it, and I felt like I couldn't tell him to move when the light said available. I was like, I can show him my ticket, but So I just thought, I'll keep walking, I'll find a seat eventually, and I got all the way to the first class carriage, and I hadn't found a seat, and then I ended up stood outside the toilet, but then people kept wanting to go in the toilet, and I felt weird stood outside the toilet with people going in, and I get very travel sick, and I was already ill, so I was struggling. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to sit in first class. So I went and sat in first class. I'm going to delay this turn because I want to tell this story slightly. No, that's mean to T-Row. I'm going to finish the story while playing this turn. So basically, I went and sat in first class, and I just thought, like, if they come and ask me, I'll just tell them the story of what happened. And then this woman came over. She was like, oh, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. She was like, can I get you anything? And they had, like, a food trolley. She's like, do you want anything off the food trolley? I was like, yeah, actually, I'm starving. Is this what first class gets? Okay. So I'm like, could I have, like, some porridge? But you have to pay, obviously, right? Like, I have some porridge, but do you have any, like, vegan-type porridge because I'm lactose intolerant, and I've got to go have a tattoo, and I don't want to be shitting myself during the tattoo appointment, so it's probably not worth the risk. So she's like, oh, we don't. Let me check. She checked it. She was like, no, we don't. And it's probably, like, I don't know, £6 for some porridge in first class? I don't know. So she's like, I tell you what I'll do. I'll get you some off the staff cart. Wait here. And she goes back to the first class, like, staff room and brings me this free pot of vegan porridge with this lovely strawberry jam. It was really nice. So I got to sit in first class and eat free porridge, even though I didn't have a ticket or pay for the porridge. It was really good. I was living the high life. I thought I was going to get kicked off the train, but I didn't. I just got really lucky, basically.
Should I try and do that tonight?
Yeah. And then my train home, I didn't have the right ticket for my train home. I just got on a different one, and the guy came and checked. He scanned my ticket, and it said, like, it made the noise to say declined. And I just looked at him. I was like, oh, I really don't feel very well. And he was like, okay, mate, and just kept walking. So I got the wrong train
I
and free porridge.
privilege by just looking lost everywhere I go. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you don't have to pay. Don't worry.
Well, according to Katie, I have scary privilege, so I don't think I'm very scary.
Terrifying, man.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll end it here. GG to T-Row. Sorry about the hacks, because the body slam first time para was hacksy, and I'm a dick and took advantage of it, so apologies. But yeah, GG to him. Check his channel out. Link down in the description. Check out all the other coaches. Thank you so much for loafing around with us, and we'll catch you again next time.